Hi Hassan, welcome to the Want to Taste podcast. Thank you very much for participating with us today. Maybe good you give a brief introduction of what you're doing currently, and after that we'll dive immediately into the questions that we have prepared for you.
Thanks, Jasper. Great to be here today. So today I'm representing Dole Asia Holdings and specifically a business unit that we've recently created. It's called Dole Specialty Ingredients. It's a new corporate venture, and we're looking to basically come out with new ingredients coming from all upcycled sources. And these new ingredients we've been trying to launch into the market, and specifically, I am helping with the commercialization of these new ingredients, so working as a business development and strategy manager for Dole Specialty Ingredients.
Wow, I think that's very important work, and it fits in the sustainability picture that everybody should be working towards, right? So, how do you see, or how do you believe it is important for, especially these kind of ingredients? How do you price them, and what is the thought behind that at Dole?
No, so definitely, I think before we even get into the factors which determine the success of a potential new ingredient, one core value that we all agree to and we have promised to our stakeholders is to make uh, nutrition accessible and also affordable. And then coming back to your question, so in line with our promise, we've been trying to introduce new ingredients with a clear perspective and a challenge that exists in the market, where when a new ingredient goes into the market, we know that we're going to replace an existing ingredient, which means there are existing expectations from a utility perspective and then also from a use cost perspective. So the total value that we're looking to create has to be at par or better from a cost and utility variable function perspective. And then at the same time, even if we have an existing ingredient which is there in the market, we always know that there would be potential new ingredients that can come and replace that existing ingredients. So cost, we feel, is not only important for a new ingredient, but also from a continuation of success factor as well, because uh, ultimately it is the willingness of the end consumers and our customers which would eventually determine the success of our ingredients as well.
Yeah, I think you're spot on there, because people do compare existing pricing versus new pricing, obviously. Is that also how you determine your products? Do you look at, okay, with this product I can be successful, so that's also from a pricing perspective, or is that not the process that you guys follow?
Definitely, we take into consideration the market segments that we're looking to enter. And generally, across all the market segments, we've seen that there is this increasing need to curb the costs, because this is one emerging opportunity as we see it in the industry. And the way we have been looking to basically overcome this challenge is to work at a strategic level on multiple fronts. So one strategy that we've recently adopted is to move all our production facilities very near to the source itself, because at least in our industry, raw material cost is one big driving factor. So by having our production facilities right next to the farms, in a lot of these cases, it is our own farms as well, we are able to bring down the raw material costing. And then at the same time, as is a trend in the agri industry, we've been investing into technology where we've gotten into automation or use of Internet of basically IoT devices as well to better improve our predictability and our overall productivity as well. The last thing I'd like to highlight is specifically under DSI, we're trying to get into the journey of our customers as well, where we are trying to reduce their cost from a product development perspective. And by shortening their cycles, we want to create that additional value going into the market.
Okay, that sounds very progressive. Eh? How you guys are looking at that? Do you see competition doing a similar thing or not?
I think it varies from industry to industry. Specifically, if we talk about certain commoditized products, this is something which is still largely remains as an opportunity. And that's why within Dole, specifically for DSI, we are functioning as a startup, which gives us that freedom and flexibility within our internal structures as well. So we do foresee this as an opportunity and could be a potential differentiation in the industry, where not a lot of our competitors are currently venturing into this space, I would say.
Okay, so if you look at the future in the coming years, you're probably a little bit ahead of the curve in how you look at your future pricing, how you look at your future processing, and I like the fact that you want to be close to the to the source, right? I think it's also good for labor in that respect. So it has probably multiple benefits. So what we if I if I see what's happening on the One to Taste platform, we see also these challenges in pricing and transparency in pricing, and we try to be as open as you can be. We don't set the pricing; you guys are setting the prices, um, and that way we make sure that our customers know that we don't overcharge or that we look at it from that perspective. And I think that that transparency was something that has been long missing in the market. And I think it's an important aspect that in this digital time and age, that transparency is a key factor in the way you position your product and in the way you price your product. Hassan, I know it's a very short interview, but we've already come to the end of
Okay.
this interview. I want to thank you very much. I really appreciated your insights. I really also am inspired by the way that Dole is giving this opportunity within its own existence to
Mm.
have an internal startup that
Yeah.
can bring sustainable products to the market. And we love working with you guys, and we're going
No,
to work for
we're
the
just
future.
getting started, and I think now our fiscal year ends like in March. April onwards, we do have very aggressive plans. We should have our production facilities up and running. So that's
Cool.
why looking forward to continue to develop this partnership. And I think to your point, the point you highlighted on uh, transparency of information, this is definitely a big opportunity. And it's not just that it's good for us suppliers and then our collaboration partners to focus on this. It is definitely something which is picked up in other industries, and it's about time that we follow the same route. And
I
this is
agree.
definitely the way forward.
I agree
Yeah,
200%.
I mean, you look
So
at
we're
Amazon.
just going to do it, right?
Yeah, 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 yeah. I think we're in the right direction.
Very
But
good.
yeah,
Thank you very much,
you're welcome.
Hassan.
Great to connect with you, Jasper, today.